Hello again, my name's Gabe Zollner. One of my viewers sent me a rather interesting little video. I'm going to attach it. You're not going to have to look for it. And when you watch the video, I think a whole lot of the pieces of the puzzle might in fact come together. Let's reflect back on some of the facts that we are aware of as it pertains to Ferguson, Missouri. Well, we know that as soon as it became evident that there was a shooting that took place in Ferguson, especially because it was a white police officer that shot an unarmed black man, the Department of Justice went into action. Eric H. Holder Jr. went to Ferguson and he met with the Brown family. He didn't stop by the Darren Wilson's family. He met with the Brown family. We know that Jesse Jackson, we know that Al Sharpton went to aggravate and agitate. We also know that the administration, i.e. the Department of Justice, wouldn't accept the decision of the grand jury, which is why the Attorney General is continuing to pursue to see if they can find any civil rights violations. That's what 40 FBI agents are doing and have been doing, I suspect, since the shooting took place. What else do we know? Well, we know that the administration likes to fan the flames. And I think you'll find when you watch this video that they might have assisted in actually creating the flames. The destruction of those 18 businesses and the buildings need not have happened. Why? Well, we know that the governor of Missouri, Nixon, he had mobilized the National Guard a week before the jury was announced. They were within, 10 or 15 miles of the epicenter where the violence all took place. But they weren't deployed. We also know that the mayor of Ferguson tried desperately to contact the governor or any one of the governor's aides to ask the governor to deploy the National Guard to prevent what took place. We also know that that didn't happen. We also watched, and we have videotape of Lois Head, Michael Brown's stepfather, who was so grief-stricken that he started screaming as soon as the verdict was announced. And what was he screaming? Burn the bitch down, burn the bitch down. And who was right beside him? Well, that was none other than Lois McSpadden Gordon, the mother of Michael Brown. You know, it's amazing, this grief-stricken family, Michael Brown didn't even live with them. He lived with his grandmother. But that's a different story. What you'll see in this little video clip that's had around 24,000 views, and you'll see that it appears there's certain individuals dressed in certain kinds of uniforms that are lighting the fires. Yeah. And if you reflect back on the Boston Marathon bombing, remember the men dressed in khaki pants with those dark jackets with a trident sort of emblem on their caps? Folks, I don't make the news. I'm fortunate in the sense that I have a lot of viewers from all over the world that send me information. And what I do is I take that information, I add my own little spin to it based on my understanding of the events, and I pass it off to my viewers. Take a look at the video. Look at all the little pieces of the puzzle and ask yourself, if this administration was or is not complicit, I'd be inclined to think there's no doubt that they are complicit. There's all kinds of rumors and speculation that either Barack Hussein Obama from the White House, it could have been Valerie Jarrett, I don't know, or someone from the Department of Justice had leaned on the governor, Governor Jay Nixon, not to deploy the National Guard to protect the property. If the property would have been protected, then they wouldn't have had the carnage that took place. And without that, they wouldn't have much to talk about. They plan everything. Look at the video and you decide for yourself. Once again, I don't make the news. Thank you for viewing. I look forward in hearing your comments as to whether or not you think that many of those fires or some of those fires we're set by our own government. It sure as hell looks that way. I told you what I think. Look at the videos and tell me what you think.